Say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. His first carry of the game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
3rd down.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 38, Trubisky. The open man is Westbrook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's got to be a long day. 58, boys, 58, come on. Let's go, defense.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To D.D. Westbrook.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
D.D. Westbrook.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, He had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Tackle made right at
so much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Now he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
24-yard line.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. He's got daylight. The 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Ready! Block 11!
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the...
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts,
he's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Bears 21, Colts 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
and I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Hey, 18. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Woo! Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Drop deep. 58 to Mike.
Here's Trubisky. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ain't no such thing. Alert. 58 to Mike, 58.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The 26-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Alert. 3 down. 31's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check. Box 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by Bobby.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Ran. 31's the mic. That's the pass.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Trubisky.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the give, this is Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Again, it's Cohen.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 54. Mike 54. Check that out. Check me out. Check me out. Mike 54.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The Colts ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And Taylor, the ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Rivers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 23-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Cohen, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run forward with Cohen, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Push him back. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 43. Say.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
53, check 53. I'm coming. Check 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
The Bears on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38, Rivers. And this is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Complete to
Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Colts first down.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Complete to Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Rivers on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8. First down, Chicago.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. Patterson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it. 55 is my guy. 55. Come on, dude.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. First down, Chicago. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Patterson on the carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
18. Lock in. 58, come on. Come on, D. 58.
Trubisky will throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
32-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second